Amongst the pyramids of Chichen Itza, we'll learn to make a Mayan specialty, Cochinita Pibil, which translates in English to melt-in-your-mouth pork. We're going to marinate and slow cook this pork to perfection. In fact, we'll be cooking it underground, authentic Maya style. Seriously, this pork turns out so darn delicious and tender that even an atheist would call it a religious experience.
Open fire, you're probably thinking, Take 34. Woo! Today, guys, we're not gonna make s'mores. We're gonna make Cochinita Pibil. It's a really famous Mayan dish. It's so representative of the Yucatán region.
So before we start cooking, I want to contextualize where this episode was filmed. Those are real Mayan walls, dating back over 1,000 years ago to the golden ages of this Mayan city, Chichen Itza. This episode is filmed on location at a hotel called Maya Land. The hotel's cabins and swimming pools are nestled amongst the archaeological site. Check out this view from the lobby. That was one of the most important observatories for the ancient Maya, a building specially designed to help astronomers record astrological data. Now, back to the recipe. I asked Maya Land's chef, what ingredient is it that gives Cochinita Pibil its distinct reddish-orange color? And he showed me a seed that comes from the achiote tree. The seed, when crushed, not only imbibes food with a dramatic color, but with a sweet, slightly peppery taste that has a hint of nutmeg. The chef crushed the achiote in the juice of a very sour orange. He would also go on to grind in cinnamon, garlic, dried oregano, and cloves. When you crush it all together with a bunch of orange juice, ta-da! You get this red, sour, incredibly potent marinade that we're going to slather all over these two huge pork shoulders. With this beautiful of a marinade, our Mayan pulled pork is going to turn out amazing.
A mí me encanta mi trabajo. Today, this pork is having a spa day, and it's getting covered in a delicious pibil sauce. We're gonna put it underground, let it cook, let it simmer for a few hours, then we're gonna pull it out. This could serve 30 people right here, or 10 really hungry people who love Cochinita Pibil. ¿Lo vamos a cubrir?
Sí, lo tapamos.
Lo tapamos. Sí. Ok, chao puerco, nos vemos después.
Alright, now let's take this pork to the pit. We'll be slow cooking our Cochinita Pibil on a bed of hot coals for 4 to 6 hours in order to achieve that fall off the bone tenderness.
Uy, de repente este puerco se ha puesto un poco pesado. Necesito ir al gimnasio. I can already hear this delicious sound. It's the sound of the salsa starting to boil. We just put it on these hot rocks. Already I can start to see it simmering. Some smoke is coming up. The smell is just getting more and more intoxicating. I just want to jump in here. Ooh, do you hear that? Do you hear the little bubbles of salsa coming up? Come on over here and check this out. Wow, that is so delicious. I can honestly say I have never been so excited for a dish to be ready.
Anytime you slow cook a meat, you always want to close the oven. This is no exception. We're shutting the oven door, Maya style, with a bed of banana branches that will get heated up and steam the pork from above.
If you've ever made a fort in your backyard, well then you've kind of trained for this. We want to make sure that there's no holes so that the dirt doesn't get in our delicious Cochinita Pibil.
Now for some banana leaves and dirt to finish off our authentic Mayan pit oven.
I hope whenever I make this back home that my mom doesn't get mad that I dig up the backyard. Sorry, Mom. ¿Y qué pasa si regresamos si otra persona lo robó? Vamos a dejar a alguien aquí para vigilar que nadie nos robe nuestra Cochinita Pibil.
The Mayan chef suggested we roast some hot habanero peppers to go with our tacos.
You know, I never would have thought that I would get into really spicy chiles. You know, I come from Gringolandia. I was afraid of habaneros, but you start to get used to it. Okay, they are very spicy. I'm not gonna say that they're not. But once you start burning off your taste buds, then you get used to it. And the people here can just eat them like raw. I don't know how they do it, but they really do have a delicious flavor. That's why they're used. The habanero is so important in Yucatán. This is where you find it the most. I'd be willing to say that the Yucatán area has the spiciest food in all of Mexico, which is saying a lot. In the Yucatán, there is always a habanero salsa on the table. I haven't been to a restaurant yet, or even a taco stand, where you can't put some habanero salsa. Sometimes it's the only salsa. I'm really excited to meet this little guy. Let's just see what you've been doing. Let's see what you've been doing for the last 3 hours. I've been waiting for you. Wow. I can feel the heat. I can feel the heat coming out. Guys, I am here at Chichen Itza ruins. This was one of the most incredible Mayan cities, and I'm learning to make one of the most incredible Mayan dishes. I wish you were here to try it with me. We're gonna put it on some handmade tortillas. It's been in here 3 hours slow cooking. I cannot wait to see how this turned out. Wow. Ooh. Whoa. Increíble. Look at it, all the meat, all the juices, all the marinade. Man, this is gonna be good. Whoa. Oh, so beautiful. Oh my God, look at how tender the meat has gotten. This looks amazing. It's still boiling. We can see it's really gotten all the juices inside. It's gotten that color deep down inside. I just wanna grab it and eat it right now like a crazy caveman.
As they took it out of the ground, I kept my eyes on the prize. I wasn't gonna let this one be the one that got away. Warning, the following images are highly sensual. I'm sure that this footage will be banned in some countries. Fresh out the pit, Cochinita Pibil is so seductive, it could make a grown man cry.
I'm gonna take some of this incredible falling apart, just so tender. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this right now? This is like food porn. Oh my gosh, everything I touch is just falling apart, just dipping in the juices over here. Oh my God, this is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Guys, this tortilla is fresh off the grill. This Cochinita Pibil just came out of the ground where we cooked it for 3 hours. I know you are so jealous right now. I know you are hating on me right now. But this is my job. This is what I was born to do. Okay guys, it is time for the first bite. Everything is hot. The tortilla is hot off the comal. The Cochinita Pibil is fresh out of the oven. Here we go. I'm in heaven right now. This is so good. I've got the juices on the tortilla. Look at all those Cochinita juices and pork juices on the tortilla, making the tortilla soft and tender. I can honestly say, this is one of the most delicious things I have ever tried in the last 1.5 years that I've lived in Mexico.